Ladies and gentlemen, I'm NoGuy21. Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Core Campaign. Sorry about that. Last time, we, how can I put this? Well, the first half was dedicated to, rescuing the emissary Waterdeep. As it turns out, the guy we rescued was an imposter that tried to kill us, but he absorbed several spells to the face and died. Sucks to be him. Anyway, we saved the real emissary, went to the old owl well, reported in our progress, then came back to Neverwinter, and for the rest of that video, we did a shit ton of inventory management by me selling a lot of stuff. And in hindsight, I should have kept the monk equipment just in case. And why is my...
Yes.
Okay, that's a little bit weird.
Follow me.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody,
Yes.
follow me.
Whoa, wait a minute. Quara now
Let me
has
lead the
70
way.
HP.
You follow behind.
That is weird to see. Anyway,
You have need of me?
let's head, report our progress into the City Watch. And after that, well, I'll figure it out when we get to it. Ooh, excuse me.
Welcome back, Lieutenant. Do you have anything to report?
Yes, I found the emissary at Old Owl Well, and he's safely in Neverwinter.
You have done well, Lieutenant. I knew my faith was not misplaced. You are to be commended for your efforts on Neverwinter's behalf. Your efforts at the docks have greatly improved the position of the Watch, but it has also drawn new predators.
Predators from Luskan.
We had actually run across some Luskans at the docks already.
Luskan is one of our less benevolent neighbors. We have had troubles with them in the past.
A war, actually. No need to hedge words when it comes to their kind. Now, those Luskan cowards are attempting to take advantage of your success at the docks to put spies in our midst.
We have caught word that one of their agents is attempting to enter port on board a merchant vessel from Luskan. A vessel called the Sea Ghost. We need you to go to the docks, board the Sea Ghost, and stop the Luskans. Return here when you have accomplished your mission.
At once, Lieutenant, by your order. Oh, not Lieutenant, Captain, goddamn, that was a fucking mind blank. I got the ranks mixed up. Oh boy. Well, I need to head to the dock.
And what news do you bring from Old Owl Well, Lorne? Do Grey Cloak and bodies now lie in the hands of the Shadow Priests?
No, my lord. There were difficulties. An adventurer...
You have failed me, yet dare to return? I asked you to keep the priests safe. Without them, there will be no ritual. All I asked of you was to put pressure on the Neverwinter forces. Cut off their trade routes through the mountains. Yet all you have given Neverwinter is hope, and a victory at Old Owl Well, which will allow them to concentrate on other fronts.
Fort Lock and Highcliff still remain ours, Lord Darius. Neverwinter's attention will be focused there, not upon us.
Fort Lock and Highcliff, yes. Obviously you have not heard, but our position there has become weaker, not stronger. And now you have come to tell me Old Owl Well has fallen, and the priests there are dead. Perhaps I shall allow you to be the one to tell the King of Shadows the news. Is that your wish, Lorne?
My Lord Darius, forgive me. It shall not happen again. I swear upon my life.
In that, Lorne, you are correct.
A common adventurer outmaneuvered you, Lorne. You really are losing your touch.
Bite your tongue, Torio, or I'll rip it from your throat. He won't stop me a second time.
Oh, of course he won't, Lorne. With your luck, chances are next time, he'll just kill you.
Well, it looks like we know the main baddie, the King of Shadows. And based what I know on fantasy tropes and all this necromancy shit, it looks like his followers are trying to resurrect him, as they do. Sounds a little legit. And since the fact is that mysterious cloaked figure that fought him in the intro cutscene, one of the two that I had to splice in because that cutscene does not show up if you install any of the fucking expansions, which is a little annoying. Oh well. And since that cloaked figure is walking around killing people, I'm assuming he's trying to either thwart the King of Shadows or trying to gain power to fight the King of Shadows. One of the two. Do I know this for sure? No, I don't. But since I know fantasy tropes, it makes a lot of sense. Well, I say fantasy tropes, I mean storytelling in general. Trust me, you play so many fucking video games, you read so many books, you read so much fan fiction. Yes, fan fiction. Sue me, fight me, come at me. Anyway, you tend to learn this stuff. And you also tend to learn how shitty some people can be at writing. Really easily how bad some writing can get. Ugh. Fucking proofread, you assholes. Anyway, let's go check out that sea ghost. Where is it? Well, it's one of the docks at the it's one of the ships at the docks. Who is it? Nobody knows except for the game. It's not going to tell me right off the bat, is it? Ooh, excuse me for a moment. Sorry about that. Turns out the interruption this time was just the cats play fighting. Yay. And unfortunately, well, over the weekend I decided to do some rearranging of the furniture in my room. So now my computer desk is right against my fucking wall that's connected to the goddamn windows, instead of being where it was. Loki no longer has an easy access to the top of the motherfucking dresser. So, he's gonna have to find a new spot to lie down. Oh well. And he'll just explore around for a bit, then probably scratch at the door, wanting to be let out like he always does. Okay, before I just get in over my head, let's do a little bit of saving first. Since I don't measure how much honey I put in this goddamn coffee, it's either bitter or semi-sweet. Tastes like chocolate. Well, dark chocolate. Aw, do you want on top of my desk? Sorry, Loki, there's no way for you to jump up. For some reason, you're not as good as a jumper as your sister is, which is weird. Ah, orange men? You there! Get away from the ship now! Well, sir, is this ship the Sea Ghost? What of it? We haven't given you permission to approach. Up to the docks with you. Sir, the City Watch controls this district. You will set sail and leave the city immediately. We'd lost control where we want what we want. And if you want to land here in this filth-hole city, then we will. Well, thank you for confirming. I just want to make sure I be killing the right people today. Weapons at the ready, lads! We're about to kill ourselves some more Neverwinter dogs.
Take that!
I don't think you guys understand what the fuck is going to happen to you. No, I don't think you guys were aware of what was going to happen to you today. It involves copious amounts of fire, sonic damage, and stabby, and smashy. Oh. You're almost there, Loki. You almost got it. The problem is you're on a rickety old fucking stand. Oh, and he makes it on top of my desk. Congratulations. Now, Loki, I know you're proud of this accomplishment, but there's a problem here. You're on my desk. There's no one here, nothing here for you to lay. The microphone's in the way. My mouse is in your way. A controller is in your way, and my coffee's in your way. So you're kind of screwed. Oh, whatever. Okay, now, if you would so kindly as to get away from my screen, I can move on with this scene here. Thank you. Okay, now who's Aja the Azure? I can't see you. I can't tell if you're a man or a woman. So I'm going to assume you're a man based on your portrait. Assumptions make an ass out of everyone. If you believe slaughtering these men will somehow protect your precious city, then you are sadly mistaken. Destroy them, but mind the ship. We will be needing it to leave this place once our business here is completed. Oh! Are you now? Mr. Aja the Azure? Well, you definitely have the Azure part, right? Simon's stunning blue eyes are this Eluskan man's single attractive feature on otherwise unwelcoming face. A sinister grin reveals the gaps between several teeth. Lost in combat. I can't even read right. Well, Mr. Mage, I can't have you be casting spells, so I'm going to bop you on the head with my sword several hundred times until you die. Ah, Flame Wall. I appreciate your attempt, but I don't think it's working. Oh, a Shadow Master. Oh, how fun. Okay, that's a little laggy looking in that direction. Let's not do that. Ow. I'm sorry, sir, but you would also anticipate other members of the Watch coming in. Take that! It seems my prey was waiting for me. I yield, Hogman. Wait a second here. I was your prey? Indeed. My master has grown impatient with the frequency of which you cross our path. And I'm getting pretty impatient with you Luskan dogs myself. Luskan? Ah, you think my master and the Luskans are one the same. No, it's a sleight of hand, you see, where the left does not see what the right is doing. And the four host towers do not yet see what the master of the fifth plots. God damn, what the fuck is wrong with my throat? When in doubt, drink. Maybe that'll fix the fucking problem. I swear, I don't even drink, and yet I somehow end up with a sore throat. That... or something... Oh, wow, that just cleared it up. And yep, I was right, he's calling at the door. Cursed chair, how dare you squeak? Alright, back to the story. The master of the fifth tower. Yes, Black Garius, my master. But he did not serve Luskan, not at all. His ambitions lay higher than nations, I think. When Luskan finds out what he plots, I do not think they shall be pleased, but by then I think it shall be too late. As for you, you have crossed him more than once, and I was sent to remind you that you would serve us better in death.
Take that!
Oh, about that, sir. You're dead. Oh, there's some Luskamines over there, if I can get some more guardsmen. Well, I think he is now dead. Well, soldiers, you can go back to your posts. Ooh, more stuff. Yay! And it suddenly turns to night. Wonderful. Alright. Let us rest. And God damn it. Monday fucking curse, I swear. Nothing ever goes right on Monday. The Monday blues I had for school is now transferring over to this. Hooray! For everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. Now what was I going to do? Ah, yes. I was going to report back to the city guard. Oh, I don't know what it is, but just cracking your neck feels so good. Now, if only I could get the fucking upper portion of my back to crack, that'd be fantastic. Actually, is it upper or lower spine that needs a good cracking? I'm not sure which. Fuck off, you assholes. I hate it when they do fucking drills. Because for some goddamn fucking reason, people like to do low-flying under the radar drills over my fucking house. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's not an uncommon sight if I'm outside to look up and I see fucking jets going across the sky. I also see some helicopters once in a while. It's really weird. I mean, we have a National Guard post in this town, but it's kind of shitty and small anyway, and you have to go out of your way to find the damn place. I guess because we live 2 hours away from a major city in Pennsylvania, I guess you have to make do.
We have heard of your success at the Sea Ghost. You are to be commended.
Taking care of that ship did not get rid of all the Luskins, but it hurt them. And that's good enough for me.
I hope that none of the Luskins escaped your notice. They tend to hold grudges. Here you are, the reward for your efforts. It was a dangerous mission, and you did well. Lieutenant, I have just received word from the Nine. They believe assassins are in Neverwinter, and have asked for our help in dealing with them. There was some hesitation in them asking for our assistance. The incidents in the docks have caused questions. I am not sure they trust our ability. Yet we have the location, and I'm giving you your orders. Proceed to the merchant quarter and deal with the situation. If they pose a threat to Neverwinter, I want their presence here removed. Go now, prepare yourself, and report back here when you've dispatched this threat to Neverwinter.
Yay! What'd you give me? 800 gold! Well, someone's lining your pockets, that's for damn sure. What the what is a guardsman's wage in Neverwinter City proper?
Lorne, I've been waiting for your report.
Oh, but Master, look, Lorne's face is sad. Has he had a setback?
My lord, there has been trouble at the docks.
Trouble? Oh, Lorne, please.
Silence, Dorio. Let Lorne speak.
Of course, Garius. I meant no disrespect.
The City Watch has become organized. They're taking command of the docks, and they jeopardize our position there. Several of our agents have been killed, others driven off.
Curious. This is a rather sudden turn of events, Lorne.
I can fix it, my lord. I swear to you.
I did not gain my title of Master of the Fifth Tower by drowning Luskin in blood, and I do not wish you to do the same to the docks. It is an unfortunate setback, but one I think we can still repair, provided we use the right tool.
That was either a helmed horror or a battle horror, and that kinda worries me. Because as far as summons go, horrors are very, very good. Well, they're not technically summons, they're more like They're more like constructs. Anyway, we have a new waypoint on our map, and it's called the Githyanki Lair. You think you're nailing it on the head a bit? What the fuck? Now... Oh my god. I decided to put my desk near the window because the desk actually matches the fucking shape of the room where the windows are, because it's the fucking top half of the trapezoid. Where it goes side, then 45 degrees? Is it 45? No, it's not 45. That's over 90, so shit. Not 100, 160? No. 120 degrees, that's it. It goes, wall, 120 degrees. Then windows. And unfortunately, they're not fucking even, because one side goes to the fucking left, and the other one goes straight down to the wall where the door is. Ugh. Anyway, my tangent for that is because I'm closer to the windows, I hear everything that's going on outside. Which includes from fucking trucks, to sirens, to speeding cars, because that shit echoes across the fucking valley. And of course, good old fucking Bellfire meowing outside. Well, I am going to save the Githyanki lair for later. Instead, we're gonna head back to the Sunken Flagon and do some more companion talking. Because we got 2 new people we need to talk to. And I think we need to talk to Kelgar anyway to see how he's doing on the monk progression. Oh boy. That, and if I'm going to find a helm/battle whore, I need to, properly, assemble the party, because otherwise, I'm going to have one hell of a time trying to not die. Balls. This is gonna suck horribly. Question, is my HP still bugged out? No, okay, it's fixed. I would love to walk around with more HP than I have, without consuming any potions or items, but, the game says no, we're gonna fix that little glitch. Well, technically it's a visual bug, but you know what I mean. Well, nice to know we're being a pain in the ass to the villains. That's always a plus, even though we're not technically doing it on purpose. It's funny how this thing goes. The villains make their own fucking enemies. By mistake. Okay, so, no new, interactions when we walk in, so who do we talk to first? Let's talk to Kelgar.
Something you need?
Let's go with the, yeah, let's talk about this. I want to talk to you about becoming a monk, Kelgar.
What about it?
Okay, Kelgar, it's time we talked about this. To learn how to fight, sometimes you must learn how not to fight.
Huh? What? You like switching words around? That makes no sense at all.
What I'm saying is that there's more to fighting than fighting.
It makes no sense. It's wordplay. Riddles.
If there's anything that I've shown you on this journey that we've been on, is that you control when and how a fight begins, you've already won.
Well, it just seems like dodging a fight is, well, cowardly, goblin-like.
Kelgar, those monks that you met in the tavern for the first time defeated you soundly. Surely there's some truth in these words.
Maybe you're right. It's just an odd thought to get one's arm around and choke, you know? All right, maybe by not fighting and being more open to what's going on in the skull before cracking it, maybe there's some truth in there. Somewhere. I'll try it, but I warn you, if I don't like it, I'm going back to learning the traditional way.
Excellent, Kelgar, we're making progress. Now I have some other questions for you.
All right, go on and ask them.
Well, I would ask you about some of our traveling companions.
Huh? Like who?
Well, you seem well disposed to Nishka than before, and even Eleni to an extent.
Well, that frail lass is one of the copper elves. Wood elves. They're a stone's throw more tolerable than some of the other kin, but she's still an elf. Their kind stood with the shield dwarves in the north
so I'll stand by her if need be. She needs to comb her hair, though, and put a little meat on that slim belly of hers. You'd think she was trying to be a tavern dancer with a belly like that. Huh, makes my stomach churn.
This might be a little crazy, but it may qualifying as being the trial that even-handed the tier monks put before you, Kilgar.
Huh? Not a bad idea.
Well, we've spoken enough, Kilgar. Let's move on. Now then, let's check our journal. You have spoke to Kilgar about Nishka and Elni, and you have got him to heroically admit their work. While this may not go far towards making him act any better towards his companions, you think it's taught him not to judge others solely based on first impressions. Progress. Met with other members of the Kilgar's Iron Fist clan holding Old Owl well. They didn't seem pleased with Kilgar and how Kilgar left his clan. You need to gain Kilgar's trust to make him see where he has wronged his brothers. Tier monks in the Hall of Justice said until Kilgar learned why he wished to fight, then he could not hope to learn anything they wished to teach. This may have something to do with how and when Kilgar chooses his battles. Okay, so we're making progress, slowly but surely. Actually, now that I think about it, Kilgar, I still need to talk to you.
Something you need?
Well, tell me something a little bit about yourself, Kilgar.
Well, there's a great deal to tell, especially if we're going with clan history and our accomplishments. But chances are, and I don't blame you, you're just asking about me, personally. So let me give you the short version. I've been traveling the Sword Coast for a year or two, making my trade at villages and towns, and, well, making my trade at taverns as well, but you already had a taste of that at the Weeping Willow. All right, go on and ask them.
Let's go with this one.
Well, there's a great deal to tell, especially if we're going with clan history. But chances are, and well, making my trade at taverns as well, but they were in the mood to threaten, but not fully in the mood to start a fight. I think they were expecting me to drop the coin and leave quickly, which just goes to show you they don't know me too well. It's a shame they didn't keep it a friendly fight. Some people have no stomach for using their fists when they have a eager to fight. Some take pride in every tavern's an opportunity, I say. Well, I don't know. I enjoy it, I guess. It's a mark of pride to be able to stand tall and take every punch, then give it right back until I'm the only one standing. Most of the time. Only beaten really bad once. Thing is, I'm glad it happened. Well, you see, I used to win. Almost undefeated. But there was this time in a tavern far from here that I chose.
Yeah,
well,
I'm gonna be basically going through,
getting
cycling through dialogues until I get to the right fucking one, if I can.
And maybe I shoved one. So they say, can you imagine? That's when I knew that's what I wanted to do with my. Huh? Of course it is. You mean like headbutting some? Huh? Shows how. All right, go on and ask them.
I guess we can ask the basic "Who are you?" question. I guess.
Kelgar Iron Fist, of course. It's a wonder you haven't heard of me, considering how I've made my mark up and down the Sword Coast for almost a year. All right, go on and ask them.
Let's continue this conversation.
What about it?
Never mind. Gonna have to work our way slowly but surely through that brick wall. Okay. So, since I'm gonna bet that the fucking gnome is the longest person to talk to, so let's talk to Casimir.
Yes? Is there something you wish of me?
So, what were you doing in the Old Owl Well?
Many who live in the shadow of Old Owlwell have suffered greatly from orc attacks over the years. Families have been put to the sword, homes burned, and traveling merchants have been slaughtered along the high road. The orcs need to be driven back.
So you went there with those mercenaries, then?
I did not come with them. Those are men and women who live in Old Owlwell, who are willing to lend me their swords. They have good hearts. Living there has made them tough, capable, and their knowledge of the mountain paths have made them invaluable as scouts.
So you came here alone at first?
Yes. I thought perhaps by traveling here my sword could make a difference. Give the people living here some hope, if Neverwinter itself could not protect them.
Doesn't sound like you have much faith in Neverwinter.
I do not have faith in a city or a nation, but the people within it. The people of Old Owlwell, they know the truth of this.
But going to the Old Owlwell alone to stop the orcs seems like suicide.
It may seem such, but I felt that one man could make a difference, and it seems Neverwinter has joined the cause. And between our two forces, we can accomplish a greater good.
Well, I had other questions for you, Casimir.
Very well.
What is your concern with Neverwinter?
I did not inform them of my decision to leave, so I did not part in good graces. I suspect that many of them do not even know why I left.
Well, can you tell me more about the why you left?
It is not something I wish to speak of. Perhaps another time.
Indeed.
Very well.
Is this going to lead to the same thing?
I went there because I felt my sword could make a difference. No other reason.
Ah, so it is a different conversation tree, alright. But it seems like you could have marshaled the Neverwinter forces, gotten Callum to ally with you, and have been more effective at rallying the orcs.
There was a need for action, the need to set an example. To move Neverwinter to act is something beyond my strength. But a greater good has been accomplished, and you have shown that to me.
It seems like there are other goods one could accomplish rather than losing oneself in fighting orcs.
I went alone because I had to. Battling the tribes of the Old Owlwell is something that must be done. It is simple, a necessary act. There is no doubt as to what must be done. No conflicts.
Casimir, are you okay?
There are battles that can be fought and others that cannot. It is a difficult thing to speak of. I appreciate your words and your intentions, but this is something that is difficult to share. Perhaps another time, when the words are easier to find.
Well, one does not always have to deal with such conflicts alone.
I appreciate your efforts, but this battle is of a different sort. It is something within, and until I find the words for it, there is little that can be done.
Fair enough, Casimir. I'll leave you alone for now. Well, looks like Casimir's carrying some baggage, but then again, that's to be expected from a paladin. They always have something that weighs heavily upon their shoulders. And most of the time, it's nothing nice.
Some way I can help?
So, what do you do?
Why, what don't I do? Really? Sometimes it's hard to keep track of it all. I play songs, write songs, build things, repair things, pick things, plant things, tinker with things until they're fixed. Or, well, need fixing. But that's rare. Sort of. I suppose you'd say I stick my hands in just about everything, including dark holes filled with phantom spiders. But that's another story.
So, how do you get new songs?
Some just come as one advances in the craft and gets more experience in the world.
Okay, fair enough. What do you do with the knowledge you collect?
What? Why, I collect it.
But why do you collect it?
I don't know. What an odd question. I like to gather facts and notes and journals just for the sake of knowing, really.
He's a kindred spirit. He's a kindred spirit to all hoarders. Isn't it rather hard to keep track of all the knowledge you collected?
Well, yes, but that's sort of the point, sometimes. When you have all those facts and numbers and words around your skull, you can pull out whatever you need to write a song. And well, songs can help, sort of, to get more facts and lore. And the whole process begins again.
Well, I had other questions for you, Grobnar.
Of course. Ask away. Always ready with answers, yes indeed.
Do you know what Kalakcha means?
Kalakcha. cha. Let me think. Well, it's not gnomish, goblin, orcish, elvish, draconic. Well, unless the K is silent, but even then it would mean gizzard stone or its equivalent. But you know, I did notice you have a talent for languages. Don't you know this word?
Well, yes, but there doesn't seem to be a good translation for it.
Well, that's odd. It may not be a word at all. Might be a title or a name. Most peculiar. Trust me, most of the names I've been called you can't translate in any language. They're not even real words as much as a succession of violent images.
Well, fair gnome, Grobnar. Are we going now? Well, that was unexpected. I expected a gnome bard to actually talk a shitload. I guess I was wrong then. And unfortunately, we can't talk to Bishop yet. Hint, hint! New companion stays at the flagon all the goddamn time. Can we even talk to him?
I didn't ask for your company.
I'm gonna say no. Fair enough, you crusty bastard. Well, we got to know Kazvir a little, we got to know Grobnar a little bit, I guess we're going to, Alright, I guess we're gonna fight some Githyanki now. This is gonna be fun, but who do we take with us is the question. Let's consult.
Yeah.
That's 10, that's a
Everybody,
9.
follow me!
That's
What's
a
going
10.
on?
Actually, now I think about it.
I will lead now.
You know what? Let's continue talking to our companions. Let's see if we have anything new with Nishka.
What's going on?
Ah, yes. I wanted to ask you about some of our companions, Nishka.
Yeah? Which one of the marks you wanted to know about? Not the barrel-head dwarf, is it?
What about him?
Well, he needs to watch his tongue, or it's gonna run right out of his mouth and get stepped on. I mean, you did me a good turn. All I want to do is help out, and he's yelling at me like some old mule. I know he's short, and it's rough being in the big people's world. But he needs to stop being all defensive, especially for someone so small.
He just needs a little more time to get used to you, Nishka.
Story of my life. You'd be surprised how much you hear that when you're about to be burned at the stake or run out of the local hamlet. He's too quick to start fights, that's his problem. He keeps it up, he's not going to have anyone watching his back. Or more likely, looking over it.
Fair enough, I had other questions for you.
Questions. Go ahead, I'm all horns. Yeah? Which one of the marks you wanted to know about? Not the barrel-head dwarf, is it?
Actually, I meant to talk about Eleni.
The tree worshipper? What about her? If you're asking if she has any money or valuables, then no. I already checked.
I was actually more interested in what you thought of her.
I don't know. She's got pointy ears, but doesn't smell of the lower planes. So she's probably not a tiefling. And she's too tall to be a halfling, and too thin. Plus, she hangs out with animals. So she's an elf. What do you expect me to say? She's one of those nature priests. Worship trees and the land, don't like cities, so don't have much traffic with her kind.
Fair enough, Nishka. Woo. I had other questions for you.
Questions. Go ahead. I'm all horns.
Let's go with this.
Me? Well, no one usually asks. So finding this is so... Okay, well, I have no... Yeah, priests, were they a hard-headed bunch? Really up on the... Yeah, I mean, we all get it anyway. But, you know, those tales could fill a book.
Okay, nothing new with Nishka. Moving on. Quara, you're the last one we need to talk to. Well, technically we could talk to Eleni.
Great. What's wrong now?
So, why were you attacking those academy students at the flagon?
Why not? They're always talking about me behind my back at the academy, and I decided I wasn't gonna take any more. I know more than they ever will about magic. They're simpering little girls who can't even levitate a fork if they wanted to.
They talk behind your back. What about?
Oh, that I'm dangerous, that I act all superior, that I talk down to them. So what if I do? All they get from magic is what they read out of a book.
You know, I just realized Quora actually has the traits of an actual dragon. I just realized that she acts like a fucking dragon. My thought is to say Red Dragon, because Red Dragon Disciple is the only Dragon Disciple you can become, even though in the pen and paper, when you become a Dragon Disciple, you actually get to pick what color of dragon you want to be. Which actually changes your damage immunities, your breath weapons, and color of scales that you get. Huh. I should have clicked on this earlier, but she's actually talking like a dragon, and I can respect that. Well, Quora, if they're weak, they deserve your scorn.
Yeah, exactly. When they're at my level, maturity and spell-wise, then they can have cause to talk. I mean, I know what power feels like rushing through me. They've barely sipped from the stream.
And what does power feel like to you, Quora?
It's like this shiver that starts spreading through you. A warmth, like it's coming from your heart and your head all at once. And you feel that warmth get hot. So much so you think you can burn anything in your path, yet you'll only be brushed by it. I can't even explain it, but trust me, I know.
Well, just as long as you know when to unleash your power, that's enough for me.
Oh, I'll be ready. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Well, let's move on, Quora. Yay! Best way to get influence with a dragon. Influence the fuck out of their egos. I guess we could talk to Eleni.
Is there something you need?
Hold on for a moment. Yeah? Okay. Like I really need to be known. Like I really need to be told that you're going to go deposit some checks down at the bank. Woohoo! Thanks for letting me know. I feel like I've asked all this stuff before. Oh, this is the problem. I have to jump through fucking hoops.
My reasons are my own.
Fair enough.
And I will share them when I...
Okay. We don't have enough influence to continue that conversation. Alright. Who do we take with us to fight a helmed horror and several Githyanki? Because I'm assuming that's what's in that building. I'm going to regret this. I know I am. So, I'm really going to regret this. Let's leave Nishka here. I'm going to regret this. I know I am. But we're going to take Casimir, Grobnar, and Eleni. We're going to have Grobnar prove himself. Oh, I am going to regret this decision. I know I am. Because having Nishka along takes care of traps, takes care of locked chests, and because she's a thief, she gets us extra loot. But
Oh, yes.
gotta have the fucking gnome in our party eventually. On the plus side, he's a full bard, so I don't want to worry about shit. Who says bards are worthless? They can become very fucking powerful. Tumble, yeah, might as well. Put everything into the good stuff. And hey, if I run into any magical items, he can identify them for me. Okay, he's at 4th level spells. Alright then. What do I go for though? What do I go for? Legend lore? This spell grants you 10 bonus to lore checks, +1 per 2 caster levels. Let's go with cure critical wounds and let's do shout. Oh, and he has an extra, ooh, 3rd level spell. He has Charm Monster, Haste, and Summon Creature 3. Let's go with the spell magic. And increase in bardic music. Let's see, what do we got? Cursed song, extra music, lingering song, anything else? Some bard songs are automatically acquired as the bard levels up. Others can be learned from songbooks the bard discovers while adventuring. Jesus. Well, bards are actually good. Who would have thought?
Yes.
Okay, we need to prepare inventory. Let's see. Casimir, we need to get you a better shield. And Grobnar. Grobnar unfortunately gets the shaft.
You have need of me?
Someone always does in my fucking RPG party. Someone always gets the shaft when it comes to fucking adventuring gear. Wait, are shields weapons or armor? Fuck, I forget. But, let's just check. Oh, no, okay, they're classified as armor. Good.
Yes.
You have, full plate. Do you sell full plate +1 yet? No? Shit. Unfortunately, Casimir can't use tower shields yet, because he doesn't have the feat. Okay, light shield +3. That's, 4 versus 3. Oh, this is stupid, but okay. Sure, why not? It's a better shield. And it's fucking ironic that the small shield has more defensive value than the bigger shield. Well, technically that's a buckler, which actually is a lot more useful than you think when it comes to fighting and sword combat. Bigger shields are more useful against, shield walls and arrows, actually. Well, smaller shields like a buckler is actually really good in dueling, believe it or not. Plus, it's very useful to punch an asshole in the face with one. Very satisfying. What the fuck was that? Oh. Hang on for a moment. The downside of having over 100-year-old house at this point, I think. When there's a shit ton of rain, the big ants come through the cracks in the foundation. When it's summer, it's the fucking tiny ants that come through the foundation. Thankfully, they're all black ants. And they just want... Whew. They're just searching for food. And I don't fault them for searching for food, it's just stay the fuck out of the house. Now then, before we head to the Merchant's Court, there's someone down here we want to talk to that we never talked to before. And it's this little person. Well, hello there again. Can I pursue my wares? Let's see what you got, Granny. Granny? Oh my god. Oh. First things first. Do you have... My mouse... Stop flipping out, jeez. Do you have a magic bag? You do not. You have a mortar and pestle. What's a lens of detection? Find traps 3 times per day. Unfortunately, find traps was nerfed to hell in this version. Because instead of getting rid of the traps, it just locates them. When played, the channel opening sends forth magical vibrations that cause locks, lids, doors, valves, and portals to open. This device functions against normal bars, shackles, and chains, bolts, and so on. Blah, blah, blah. These chimes can be used successfully, but will let you crack and become useless. Damn it! Ooh, purple dragon ring. Immunity to poison. Okay. Amulet of Vitality, that's +2 to Constitution. Boo. Amulet of Health. Disease, Level Drain, Ability Drain, and Poison. We haven't run into that yet, so I don't know if it's actually worth buying. Ring of Spell Battle. No, not buy it yet. What do we got? This potent netherese ring is typically made of gold and set with small spheres of silver. The ring aids the wearer in identifying spells being cast nearby. In the event of unwanted spell effects, the ring also allows the wearer to cast a spell magic 1 use per day. I may actually get that. A ring of wizardry? You have a ring of wizardry? Another Thayan product. Damn it! How hard is it to speak a goddamn word that you can read correctly? You know the word, you know the spelling, you know how you're supposed to say it, but then your mind just fucking decides to shoot itself in the fucking face. And you're left stumbling over your own words for 5 minutes. It's kind of like how you can say celery without any problems, and when you actually think about it, you can't say it for shit. Or maybe that's just me, and I was a child that ended up saying 3 and free very closely together. English language, ladies and gentlemen, it's full of shit. I wish I was bilingual. Another Thayan product for their highly successful enclaves to sell when wizards or sorcerers are training. It is always useful to have more spells available. +1 level spell for the various caster classes, except for fucking bard, sorcerers, and wizards. Interesting. Okay, you got useful rings. Do you have useful weapons? No. You do have a lot of good arrows, though. Okay, what about the boots? Lesser gauntlets of ogre power. +1 to strength. What am I wearing? Greater gloves of concentration. Robe of scintillating colors. Meh. Nymph's cloak +2. Oh, I'm tempted to buy a lot of this stuff. Yeah, let's buy the Nymph's cloak +2. And Nymph's cloak +1. Lesser gauntlets of ogre power. Let's Ring of divine power. Druid and Cleric, level 1 spell. Okay, let's leave that for now. Let's leave that. I can always come back and buy them later. But let's wear... Gazvir, what's your strength
Yes.
at? 16.
Everyone,
10,
follow me!
14.
Everyone, follow me!
Anyone
Yes.
can gain use out of these damn things, so... We'll wear them. We can give the other gloves to Grobnar. Nymph's Cloak +2 can go to Kazvir, and the other Nymph's Cloak can go to Grobnar. And we'll keep the mandolin for ourselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I can't tell what the... And yeah, the gloves are actually different models. Models? Yeah, that's the right word. Different model. Anyway, I spent enough time fucking around. Let's actually get to the merchant's quarter. This is probably gonna end up in disaster. I did not mean to close the gate. I meant to click on this. Oh, you're making fun of me, game. You're making fun of me by giving me an autosave, I know it. Use the Neverwinter Nights 2 toolset to create your own adventurers for friends to enjoy. If you're actually good at making adventurers, and not complete shit. Do 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 do. Alright, let's get to the place and call it a day. Ah, a park. I wonder if anyone's gonna ambush us. Probably not, because we don't have Nishka with us. Of course, what do I know? For all I know, they will ambush us regardless. What, no bullshit? I'm actually surprised. I can't wait until I get boots of speed. So then I don't have to worry about this slow crap. Alright, we're here. Let us rest. Guys, more charisma for Grobnar. Needs more spells. Not so much for Casimir. Speaking of which...
Yes.
He has another level 2 spell. So let's give him... Bull Strength.
Everyone, follow me!
Called a Baluricos Visage Heroes of Soundbird. Well, Grobnar, you actually have useful spells. I'm actually impressed. You may not be useless after all. But we're gonna call it here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been NoGod21. This has been Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Core Campaign. Next time, we're gonna deal with these so-called assassins. But until then, thanks for watching and a wonderful evening, and I'll see y'all next time.